could have been like clipped on OnlyFans. That looked cummy. Oh, I forgot this is a Monday episode. Whoa, sorry guys. We're getting a little too comfortable with Patreon. Hi everybody. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. We're back.
We're freaking back. Cheers. Well, cheers myself.
I'm so sorry. If you see a tail, Vixen just loves to be right in front of the camera.
Yeah, that's okay.
Cheers. I have an iced coffee.
Okay, cheers. What do you got in your iced coffee today?
It's just a regular Stoke with that cold foam. My classic, my go-to.
Your Target cold foam, right? Yep. Favorite Day, the brand, like their little up and up food brand. Favorite Day, right?
I forget. I don't know. I forget what it's called, but the packaging is really cute. But it's really good. It's just like a classic sweet cream cold foam.
Yum. I haven't.
And I don't get the
coffee.
No. Mm-mm. Are you not on a coffee kick anymore?
No.
You still doing your matcha?
I've just been doing these Junies. They're really good. They're like sparkling tea with adaptogens. It's like lion's mane and stuff. It's green tea. I think there's only like 30 milligrams of caffeine, which is just enough for me. I'm a broken record. I just, it's like such a toxic relationship that I have with caffeine. I think I could do it. And then I get on a kick. And then I'm like, why am I so panicky every day? And it's like, because you can't do caffeine. I just can't.
Yeah.
I, right now, have an ear infection in this left ear. Like, this left headphone, useless. Like, it's doing nothing. But I say that because I was taking, for the past couple days, I tried some Claritin D just to get, like, an actual decongestant to really get in there. One, it's not working. That's why I'm like, okay, this is an ear infection. It's not just, like, mucus buildup, you know? And two, what the fuck do they put in Claritin D? It makes me rageful. The past 3 days, I have been angry. Have you noticed? You and I haven't talked much the past 3 days?
No. Well, just because I've been so busy and I've been out of town. But
I haven't talked to anybody.
Are you just like anti-world?
Yep. I'm not calling anybody. I don't like, I literally just straight up didn't answer somebody yesterday, and I texted them. I was like, I don't want to talk right now. And they're like, oh, okay. Like,
love that.
I'm just, I didn't take it today because I knew we were recording and I didn't want to be a bitch. Plus, it's not fucking working. So I'm not going to put it in my body for no reason. But I like anybody else out there. Does that happen? I looked it up and there's something in it, and it literally says like raises blood pressure. If you're sensitive to that, you will feel agitation, irritability, and mood swings. I can't fucking take Claritin D. I am a cotton ball. I am so sensitive to everything in this world.
Everything. It's so funny because you're so sensitive to everything, but you need everything. Mm-hmm. Like you're constantly needing some kind of medicine, some kind of like
supplement,
vitamin, supplement.
Yeah.
Well, and you're just so sensitive to them.
Well, it's I don't know. I have a weird relationship with all of that because, like what you just said, I'm constantly needing it. I'm not. That's the thing. I actually don't need it. I just convince myself I do. You know, like if I really needed these things, I would find alternatives. But like, that's exactly it. Is like, I just like obsess over it. And then I get something to like fix it. And I'm like, it's not working. And it's like, yeah, because nothing was fucking wrong.
Right. Have you tried Allegra?
Yeah.
Just for like regular allergy shit?
Oh yeah. I'm good with Allegra. I've taken Allegra for years. I just, I don't take Allegra D. It's the like decongestant property that raises my blood pressure. And it turns me into a monster. No. But that's essentially what caffeine's doing too. I mean, they're different. Like it's not like caffeine's helping with your congestion, but both things are stimulants. Both things like raise blood pressure. And I'm just a girl. I can't do it. I am like,
get off that shit.
I am sensitive to stuff though. That I do know. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's another thing where I go back and forth where I'm like, am I really sensitive or am I just saying I'm sensitive? And it's like, no, like,
at least you are able to figure out like what it is, because I feel like if I'm so like, I feel like things just like don't work on me how they're supposed to work on me, or they work so good that I just like can't tell a difference. Does that make sense? Like if I take something, I don't know if it's that's working or if I'm just getting better. Like I can never attribute things to like the medicine. So at least you're able to like clock.
Oh my God,
okay, these past 3 days I've been taking Claritin D and I've been manic. So I need to stop taking Claritin D. I feel like so I would be aware. Like, oh, this is just who I am now.
Yeah. No, I mean, and I get like that sometimes too. Like I've definitely been like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? And it's like, girl, it's like I was saying earlier with the coffee. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? It's because you're drinking coffee and you can't do it.
Yeah.
It's just,
you just gotta like remind yourself.
Exactly. It's pattern recognition. Like I don't know. It's a blessing and a curse. Like I do love how in touch I am with my body because I feel like I am able to just like know when something's gonna get worse or better or whatever. But in that same breath, I'm also just like constantly psychoanalyzing every symptom that I'm feeling when 99% of the time the body is just doing things. The body is constantly doing things that we just don't even know. And it's not even because anything's wrong. It's just something it does, whether it's your cycle or, I mean, we just moved to new ecosystems. Like, of course I'm going to have some allergies, you know, there's just so much that it does autopilot that like doesn't always mean something, you know?
Yeah. And sometimes you just have to let it like run its course too.
Totally. And that I've gotten really, really good at now that like I don't really have health anxiety as much anymore. But yeah, this ear infection's no joke. I got hit with the flu that everybody's getting, but I will say it never got that bad. Like I don't think I ever got a fever. I've been seeing videos of people like literally on their like deathbeds and I'm like, and I never got to that point, but it is here for a long time. I'm like,
that's how mine was.
I'm 10 days in right now. But the last like 3 days, I feel fine. It's just my ear. If my ear would pop right now, I'd go run a mile.
Yep.
It's just like,
yeah, I feel like that ear infection just hit you that last day when it was supposed to be done completely, but you just got this last little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine was exactly the same. I think mine lasted about 7 or 8 days.
Yep.
And I had like maybe 2 days of a runny nose, but other than that, it was just like that lingering cough.
Yeah.
And that like kind of like chest mucusy.
I didn't even have that. Like
no.
It is so
Mine
weird.
was like that in the beginning.
I've been sick, but like if someone held a gun to my head and was like, what are your symptoms? I don't know. I just don't feel good. Like it's not like a pinpoint.
You just know something's off.
Yes. I've just been tired and I guess the biggest symptom is, other than the ear infection, is my throat was bugging me for about 2 days there. Cause I had one night of bad cough. Other than that though, like my chest has been fine. I don't know.
Yeah, just lingers.
I don't really get chest stuff though. I'm grateful that I think I have some pretty healthy lungs. Like I don't seem to get like asthmatic or anything like that when I get sick. It doesn't really go to my chest. It stays in my head, clearly.
No, mine will like, mine's kind of to a T. It'll do my chest for like a day and a half and then it'll come up and like work its way out and then it'll be my nose for maybe like another day and a half. Those are like the 3 bad days, but then everything else is just like the lingering systems around it. But yeah, it'll be gone hopefully soon. Hopefully this ear infections.
Yeah, I got some antibiotics. So, I mean, I started them yesterday. Good. Like I'll be good by like tomorrow. I'm fucking hope. Ear infections are just so like isolating though. I think that's been the hardest part. And every time I have one, I get them probably like at least once a year. I have really sensitive ears. Add that to the list. It's like when you're in it, you're like, I'm never going to hear again.
Yep.
Like this is it now. This is
my normal life.
Like
I'm forever in a dunk tank.
Yes. That's exactly how it feels. And like, I'm trying to like not like, I'll start thinking about it and I'm like, I can't hear. Ah! And I like freak out.
And you can't get out of it.
And things that are in my head, I hate head shit. That's why I hate migraines and headaches. Like if my like finger hurts, like it's away, right? Or like my leg and my extremities are like, I can look at them. They're
out of your body.
Right. I can detach. They're not where my brain is. When shit's in my head, like eye shit, nose shit, ear shit, scalp shit, like
you can't escape it.
Oh my God. it makes me feel claustrophobic in my own head more than I already feel. Well, on that note, Happy New Year, everybody. It's 2026. It feels the same to me, but I don't know. I feel like every year people say Happy New Year for like a few days. And I feel like this year everybody actually stopped New Year's Day.
Yeah. I feel like I got maybe 2 like Happy New Year's.
New Year's Eye.
Which I'm so good with. I'm so fine with that.
I'm so happy it's over.
Yeah. What I will say, like being back in the suburbs in like a residential area, people keep their Christmas lights up for a long time.
Yeah, no, I was on a walk yesterday and like the full the ones that blow up, like the
big blow up things, like the big
like
blow up snowman or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. People still have
inflatable.
Thank you. People still have those out. I'm like, it's January 13th. We're 2 weeks into the new year. There's really no need to do that.
You know what I have learned though is with like watching my mom set everything up and then take everything down and seeing like how big of a job it is. That's why people like to have it on or have it out so long, because all the work that it takes to get everything set up and then take everything down. Like my mom was like, I have to make it worth it. Like I'm not going to put this shit up for 2 weeks and then take it back down. Like, yeah, it had my mom. We took everything down the day after New Year's, the day after New Year's, I believe. No, the day after Christmas, actually. Day after Christmas, everything was down. So
now I get
it officially does not feel like the holidays, and I'm very, very grateful.
It's 75 degrees today. Like blue skies. Our rain's gone. Like I am so. Other than having a lingering ear infection, because that is very like holiday-esque to have. Once that's gone, I'm done. It's spring.
Yep.
And I'm just so happy. It feels so good. I am going to Big Bear this weekend though. And it's fully snowing. And I'm like, I'm obviously excited to go just because like the nature of the trip. Yeah. But I'm also like, I just left this snow shit. Like I don't want to go back to it. Like I feel like I'm going back to it too soon. You know?
Yeah.
Like
are you skiing?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't want to.
Oh, okay. So it's just going to be like I
think it's just like a cabin I feel like, vibe.
Okay. Because I feel like at least skiing, it's like you're there for the activity, you know, and then I can get like past the snow. But if it's just like I'm just chilling in the snow, then I'm like, I'm back at home, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if I don't know how snowy it is right there. Like I don't.
Yeah. I wouldn't know.
I don't think it's too crazy right now. I don't think they've had like any crazy storms. That I was looking up like road conditions because I'm obviously driving and I don't need to get like chains or anything. I don't think it's crazy, but it is going to be cold. Like let me double check, but I checked last week and it said 32 degrees. I'm like, I can't believe I'm leaving 75-degree weather to go to this bullshit. Yeah, let's see. I get there Saturday. Oh, this is 57. Okay. Maybe I probably looked at night.
Yeah.
But still, 57 high is fucking crazy.
Yeah. I mean, New York, Z was actually saying that New York has been relatively warm this past about week.
Like 57 warm?
57 warm.
Yeah.
57 warm. He's like, no, it's nice outside today. But I'm like, is it?
I get it. Like, because we used to do the same thing. I remember saying anything above like 36, like high 30s, it's a nice day.
Yep, it's a nice, especially if the sun's out. Yes. If the sun's out and it's cold, I'm fine with that. Yeah. But like I guess this winter was really bad for them. So they're like any bit of
couldn't be me
inkling of just like nice weather for them is a good sign.
I'm such a traitor. Like now that we're out, I'm like, sucks to suck. Like couldn't be me. I'm such a traitor. Fuck that. That's literally why I moved.
And I keep me and Z are going to LA next weekend. It's gonna be the first time that I see him since I moved.
Oh my God, it's gonna be so fun.
I'm so excited.
I bet.
And we're meeting in LA just for the weekend, and it's supposed to be like high 70s the weekend that we're there.
Good.
And we literally we're like, every time we're on the phone, you ready? You ready for some sun? You ready for some sun?
He's going to be like, I mean, Vallejo's pretty cold too, right? But like, it's not like
it's actually been nice. No, yeah. It's,
he's going to defrost.
Like 60s. Yeah.
He's going to be like, I'm going to live in this.
He keeps talking about all of his shorts. He's just the most excited he is about all of his shorts.
Valid.
And I love it.
Valid. And I'm excited for him to experience this like beautiful Southern California weather, but no humidity. Because New York gets warm. Like New York's summers are the best, but it's 100% humidity and disgusting and sticky and stinky. Yeah. Like he's gonna like feel what it actually, because he's never been to LA. He's gonna
nice
feel
day.
Yeah, like a nice crisp wind with like maybe a light jacket, and that's it.
Like warm.
Yeah.
I'm like, even me, I'm so excited. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
It really is. We'll see. This past weekend, I went to Theresa Caputo live.
We haven't talked about it, and I was gonna call you, but I didn't. I'm like, no, she'll say it on the podcast. I've been dying to hear about this. Fuck.
Okay, I'll start with this. No one came through for me or any of the people that I went with.
Okay.
But I'm so okay with that because it was actually like the coolest experience I've ever witnessed. Yeah. And I've always been a believer. I know she's like quite the controversy, but I've always been a believer. And even after, especially after seeing her live, the energy in the room and the things that people who did have loved ones come through, though, that they experienced and that they like showed in that room was it's unlike anything that you would ever witness.
I bet.
It was so cool is like not even the right word. It was just
fascinating,
breathtaking, fascinating. The whole thing was so fascinating. And so the auditorium, it's like it's like bigger than like a high school auditorium, but it's nothing crazy. It's not like huge. There were probably, I'll say like 300 or 400 people in there. But it definitely matters, I think, where you sit in the auditorium. So she like walks around the perimeter of the auditorium, and she stands in front of the stage and she does this whole speech about like her like what she does and how they come through and like what we can expect. And she literally steps off the stage and she stops immediately. She was like, I'll kind of like, do my thing and like kind of pace around, but I actually like can't move from this spot. Looks down at this mom, and I think she was sitting next to her son, looks down at the two of them, and she goes, okay, so you lost 2 sons. And they just like start breaking down. Like it comes to her so quickly. So I think the way that they come to her is how they pass. So she'll literally walk around and be like, I feel like I'm choking, or I feel like she called out someone drowning. Ugh. She literally was like, I feel like I'm underwater. And she'll like kind of look and then and then fixate on a single person and look them in the eye, and you can tell like, and I think this is how I would respond too. You could tell people are like kind of waiting for her to carry.
Yeah, I would too. Because if you give her all the fucking answers, like I'd be a skeptic.
Right. So a lot of people like, well, I'll get to that in a second, but a lot of people wouldn't necessarily like say right away, and she'll kind of like fixate on one person and then like kind of wait for someone to say something, and then she'll say another thing, and then that person will be like, yeah, like I had, like my brother had drowned when he was little. Like the way that she would like kind of maneuver through the crowd, and it's like the first person she looks at is always the person it is. But that, like, again, that person doesn't necessarily like want to give it up right away. Yeah. There was one person in the crowd. It was such a bizarre thing. She stood up. Theresa was having trouble locating one person that was like, she was feeling that come through, and someone stood up at the other end of the thing and goes, Theresa, it's her, and like starts pointing at someone.
Sit down.
Right. And we're like, and first, like that whole speech that Theresa said in the beginning, she was like let people come like through how they want to, and like if no one wants to like grab onto that, that's fine, but like try not to like interrupt, obviously. And that person was just so like, no, it's her, and like was standing up, and like throughout the kind of the whole thing was very like verbal about other people, and it was just so like, okay. And it almost felt like like she felt like she maybe had that ability and was like trying to like,
God.
you know,
Hey, I got you.
So,
like I can read
literally.
it too.
Yes. Yeah. But I
Who
mean,
knows?
everyone that did come through passed in very, very tragic
And that's even how I
circumstances.
see her clips online and stuff. I was just thinking as you were talking, like maybe that's her, because there's so many different like types of like voyancies, I guess, like clairvoyant, audiovoyant, or like I don't know. There's different types, and maybe hers is like, this is just put it in really simple terms, but like some tragic buoyancy or whatever. I'm not saying that
and
right,
it
but
did
you know
feel
what I
like
mean,
that.
right?
Yeah, no, totally. Because even my mom was a bit disappointed that her mom didn't come through. But as we were walking away, we were even like all of us looked at each other and we were like, it made so much sense that the people who came through did come through because everything was like our grandparents. So me and my friend Paige, who I went with, and then our moms, both of our moms had passed. So we were kind of hoping that they would come through. But both of our grandparents like lived a long life and like their death was expected. And everyone that did come through, it really felt like those people needed answers and needed to hear from those people. And it felt like, so there was one woman, first of all, I was bawling everyone in the auditorium was bawling the whole time.
I would have been hysterical.
There were a lot of tears in there. My mom was crying so hard that the person next to her was like offering her tissues.
Oh, it doesn't make me cry.
I know. But there was one woman and her 9-year-old son passed 3 weeks ago.
Oh my fucking
3 weeks ago. And Theresa, like he came through right away. And it was like, it was like the most beautiful, devastating thing to like witness that mom get that little bit of closure. And like seeing how Theresa like speaks to these people and like knowing that's a mom who just lost her baby weeks ago. Like, I don't know. I can't even describe it. I highly recommend if she comes to your town.
I was looking at dates and shit. I'm like, I want to go so bad. I'm about to fly to Washington to see her.
I mean, I'll go again. Ooh. Like, that's the thing. Yeah, absolutely. I would absolutely go again. One of my mom's friends has gone multiple times and someone's come through for her each time. Oh, wow. But I really do think it is where you sit because imagine I was looking around and like everyone has like their keepsakes in their hands and like bracelets with loved ones' names on them. And I'm like, everyone in this room is sitting there hoping that someone comes through for them. And there are hundreds of people in here who have like experienced grief, who want to hear from their loved ones and are just like hoping that Theresa locks in on them. Yeah. And it really is just like, I feel like going in with the expectation that she is going to speak to you kind of, it felt like it hurt our chances, for lack of a better phrase. Like I don't know. There was something really, it felt almost like transactional to walk into the room and like everyone was like, I don't know. I'm a very like you're like person, in line for the DMV. Yes. Yeah. It felt like everyone walked in and had all of their, and like I was one of them and like had all of their things and was waiting for this person to like walk around and like pull on one of our, heartstrings. Sure. And it was almost a better experience for me to like sit there and kind of sit back and like let the energy just like go where it wanted to go. Totally. But yeah, it was really, really cool. It was just a fun weekend in general too. Yeah. We were up in Reading. And if you've ever been up in Reading, I always thought Reading was just going to be this like drive through one stop town, but it's like cute. Yeah. It's a cute town.
Very cute.
It was really fun.
Yeah, it's interesting, like this, you saying like it depends where you sit, because part of me is like that feels too simple, but I don't know. I also don't know like what I would love to see that auditorium with the lens of like both dimensions. Cause like,
and like how she sees it.
right. Or just like, I don't know, like maybe the people closest to her, it's because they're literally like physically closer to her. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know, less of a physical gap. But I also don't know, because I also feel like people can channel things. Like, I mean, you and I both have had readings over the phone. And you know, we're not even near that person. So I don't know. I don't really know where I'm going with this thought either. I just think there's so many ways and types of people that can be in touch with that realm.
The other side. Yeah.
So maybe for her, that's how it is. But like, yeah, I don't know. I think everybody would have a different experience. Like, that's just how Theresa does her readings in a way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And maybe that's just her way of being in the room, in a room with so many people and so much energy. Maybe that's just her way of filtering in general.
Sure.
Like because everyone that she did connect with was aisle, basically.
Yeah.
Like along the perimeter.
I don't know
And
how I feel
she
about
did
that.
Yeah, I know. So she would make her way around. There were 3 sections. It was like outer, center,
Sure,
stage,
okay.
and then
So,
the
like,
other
2
side.
inner
And we
aisles.
were 2 inner aisles, and we were all in the center section. And she like went up. She talked to a few people in the front. She went up the side and talked to a few people sprinkled on this edge,
Right.
and then up the back there were people in the back, and then down and sprinkled on the other edge. But
Okay.
there was like whole sections that she didn't walk by, and no one came through for her. So maybe I think it is just like proximity and just like the strength of people on the other side,
That
their
too.
energy, like
Yeah, like
yeah.
I wonder, and that's something we won't ever know. Like, I wonder what it takes for them to come forward. Like, what do they have to do, or do they have to do anything, or is it like, it's definitely not like an age thing necessarily either. I don't know.
So there was one, and I like how there's definitely like humor in it, and she's like light. Her personality.
I feel like she goes light towards the end of all of her readings. She's like, you see?
Yes.
And she always gets so like peppy.
Yep.
Fucking hair.
It is the hair. But there was one woman, it was actually the woman who lost I think it was her brother to drowning. And I know the whole thing was very, very heavy, but she was speaking to this one woman, and she goes, and then who's the husband that passed? And the woman was like, no husband. Like, it was 3 younger boys. And she was like, I saw a husband walk forward. And then she kind of looks around. She's like, whose husband? And no one's saying anything. And she goes, he won't go away. Like, it's someone's husband. It was the girl directly behind her. And she was like, did your husband pass? And she was like, yeah. Wow. And like, kind of like wasn't coming, standing up. I mean, they don't like physically stand up, but like wasn't like, addressing it.
Calling it, yeah.
And finally she was like, he wouldn't go away. I mean, I was looking right at you, and he stepped right up and was like, Theresa, I didn't even think you'd notice me. So she kind of like gives them that voice. Yeah. And the woman was like, that's him. Like, he just kind of like, he was like that. And it's cool how she said that. She was like, if they ever show me any ounce of personality, like, I communicate, like, that's how I will communicate to you, so that you recognize that that's who it is.
Right.
So she tries to like personify the energies that she connects with, which is really, really cool.
I wonder how she like collects herself at the end of the night. I mean, she's on a tour doing these multiple times a week, traveling, whatever. And like, I mean, I have one therapy session once a week, and I'm like, whew, like, I gotta lay down. Right. Like, how does she recoup that energy? I mean, it's fascinating. It's there. She has so much power in her hair. Was it so tall?
It was so big. And she was like, she's such a baddie. She looked like a disco ball.
Oh my God.
She was wearing like an elbow length knee-length dress, just covered in sequins. Like silver. So like I'm not even kidding. She looked like a disco ball. 9-inch heels.
Bro.
Her calves are fucking crazy. She looks like a bodybuilder.
It's the heels.
Yep. And this beautiful spray tan, hair to the gods.
What, like dead ass, like 6 inches off?
Like above the camera.
Oh my God.
Probably like this big, but it's so perfect and it did not move once.
I feel like she does it herself
like straight at the bottom. I'm sure.
Like she's like, no, I don't want glam. I'll do it myself.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, she's such a baddie. Wow. I love her so much.
Me too. I've always loved her show. Like I remember growing up watching it and just she's so cool. Yep. I wonder how her kids are doing. She like talk about herself at all?
A little bit. So there was one little boy that came through and it's actually a crazy story. He asked for a joint from a dealer on Snapchat and he was given a pill of straight fentanyl. It was enough to kill 6 people. And the mother, oh my God, the mother was so like, she has been doing so much like awareness work for just like a fentanyl abuse. And I mean, he was 13. He was 13 years old.
Baby.
I know. She was talking to that mother for quite a bit. She would stand with people for like anywhere from like 10 minutes to like the first one felt like about 20 minutes.
How long was the show?
2.5 hours.
Oh, wow. Intermission?
Nope.
Whoa. See, she's gotta be so cooked after. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, she has to be. Anyway, she was talking about the work that she does now, and Theresa opened up about someone that she had almost lost to fentanyl. And she was like, I want you to know that your son feels proud in a way that his death, it wasn't for nothing. Yeah. And like, I very rarely talk about my personal life, but for him to be able to get me to talk about this tragedy that happened in my life, and for you to know that like your work does not go unnoticed. Wow. I guess the mom has been like invited to the White House. She's doing a lot of work.
Oh, my heart.
It was very heavy, but it was very beautiful. Yeah. Like it's hard to describe because I mean, everything that I'm talking about, it's all just like based in a tragedy.
Sure.
But it was like seeing
circle life.
A lot of moms. Yeah. Seeing a lot of moms and sons and people who have just like lost people so close to them, and like getting that sense of like, oh yeah. Yeah. Yep.
I would love to go to a show.
I will definitely go with you.
Maybe we can find one that's like not far too, because her California shows are done, so we will have to go to another state, but we could go to like a neighboring state and maybe just do like a weekend trip or something.
Go to Vegas.
That'd be so fun.
I wonder if she's done Vegas yet.
I mean, if that's what she wore for Reading, what the fuck would she wear for Vegas? Oh. Like the big feather like showgirl hat. Like
she would.
Oh,
she would.
I love her so much.
But she does have the show that we kind of probably all grew up watching, Long Island Medium, that's done, but she now has an exclusive show with Lifetime. It's called Raising Spirits. Huh. I believe it's called. So and I think it's more about her life with her doing like the reading. So like you'll see her kids on the show and you'll see her. I think she's divorced now.
Oh shit.
I think her and yeah.
I remember her husband. I don't remember his name, but I have his face in my head. He's probably like,
they're divorced now.
So sick of her shit at the grocery store. Like, babe, I'm just trying to grab milk. She's like, hold on. Right. Something like it probably does get exhausting as a bystander.
Yeah. And she like, you could tell when like things are actually coming to her, because she'll like lick her lips and like do this. And she'll be like, okay, whose mom passed? Did your mom die? Your mom died? Like, there's a lot. She's like, you guys know her personality. Totally. Like she's very just like her.
She's Long Island.
And she like does that in her readings. So it's like you can't help but laugh, you know?
It's just blunt.
And she says, she's like, I try to like bring humor into this because like this is just life, and we all know this is like the only truth that every single one of us will ever experience.
She would go
as a
crazy
collective
if she didn't add light to it. Because imagine, like, I don't know when her, you know, her capabilities started. I don't know if it's been since she was a little
4
girl.
years old.
Oh,
she was 4 years old.
See, that's even more exhausting. Like, imagine you're like having your first kiss, or you're at a school dance, or you're at your first job, or whatever, like all these life things, and being distracted by something that you can't turn off. That would drive me crazy if I didn't turn it into like humor the way she does, and honestly turn it into her fucking job. Because imagine her trying to do any other job. She wouldn't be able to. Nope. You know, like,
it'd be impossible.
That's cool.
Yeah. And she, I mean, obviously she fucking kills it. Like, for a Lifetime exclusive show.
I gotta look up her net worth.
Oh, it's probably crazy.
Huh. It says exact figures vary. Estimated net worth often cited in the range of 4 to 5 million. I thought it'd be more.
Sounds about right.
How much were your tickets?
Expensive, like 170.
Yeah, I feel like she's got to be more than that.
Probably more than that.
Or maybe that's why she's touring. She's got to get it up.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know, but I highly suggest it. If you're into this. I also understand that there are people who are like, this fucking load of crap, but give it a go. Cause also a lot of the people in the audience who she did connect with, a lot of people obviously like went with people, and the people that went with people a lot of the times were the ones who are like, yeah, I'm just here to support. Like, I honestly don't even really believe in what you do. And
wow,
she'll go in on this person for 10 minutes talking about their loved one.
Her husband died?
Yeah, literally. And there was one guy who lost his mom, who you could tell was like so not a believer. And then at the end of it, he was just bawling and was just like, thank you so much. It was yeah.
Yeah, wow. I respect skeptics. I get it. Like, how could you not? I mean, there's even like you talking about the how it was only the people in the aisle in the front row. Like, that even had me squinting, and I'm like the least skeptic of this shit ever. But, you know, I think skeptics are normal, but I feel like any skeptic, I would want to have that experience, because when you read it and you hear about it, it's easy to be like, bullshit. When you feel it, like if you've ever felt it, even if you haven't been to this show that Alex is talking about, if you've ever been in a position where you've felt something, you can't deny it. No. Like it becomes inexplainable. And like, that's where the skeptics will never meet the believers, is because the skeptics want proof, right? We kind of talked about this in our DMT episode on Patreon. Like, they want facts. They want a case study that shows trends every single time X happens. You know, they want like boom, 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 which I get, but a lot of things in life don't have that. And it is just a sense of knowing or trusting or believing or all of the above. And that's where I'm like, I just want skeptics to have experiences like this so that they're like, shit, I get it. I get why you couldn't explain it to me, but it definitely felt something. Like, you can't deny that she's channeling something. For her to just randomly be like, I don't know. Cause like, I've heard other, like psychics and mediums and whatnot that really lean into like general things, right? They'll be like, you lost someone, and the person will be like, yeah, my grandma. And they'll be like, oh, she's so warm.
Right.
She's so, in like general grandma terms. And the person's like, yeah. And it's like, well, hold on. If you wrote down all those terms that person just said, you Googled like top 5 characteristics of general grandmas. But when the person's like says 2 brothers or the personality things, he's walking up to me with a really big gold chain, and you're like, oh my God, he always used to wear that big gold chain, or whatever it is. I'm pulling shit out of my ass, but like
specific
how
things.
Could you deny
how
that?
Could you deny it?
Yeah, how is she pulling those specific things?
It's a lot of it felt so impossible, and it gives you no other option to believe it. Actually, the mom that lost her son to fentanyl, she seemed very proper. She was wearing like a long trench coat. She had like her hair like all done up, very just like clean and proper. And Theresa goes, "What's with all the stars? Like, I'm seeing a lot of stars." And she kind of like chuckles, stands up, takes off her trench, lifts up her sleeves, her like tight sleeves, and she has a whole sleeve of fresh stars tattooed on her arm, dedicated to her son. And like, how would Theresa ever know that?
Yeah, she was like completely sleeved up. Yep. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, stars too. Like, I don't know. It's so interesting, and I believe it. I totally believe it, and I hope any skeptic out there can have an experience where they can at least trust it, like, or respect it, or whatever it takes.
And here's my thing: even if I walked out not a believer, for the like watching the people who were read or who had people come through for them, watching their experience and like them in tears, if they believe it and if it helps their experience and it, you know, relieves some of their traumas, who am I to be like, nope, not real?
Totally.
You know,
you'd be a monster to take that away from them.
Yeah.
So, well, good. I'm so glad you had fun. I'm bummed nobody came forward for you guys or Paige or Connie, but I mean, I hope your mom too, like, is kind of coming to terms with it, that it doesn't necessarily, it's not a bad thing that nothing came forward.
Yeah, totally.
I'm sure you guys had a lot of conversations at lunch right after, but I know she was really excited. So Rhonda, if you're listening, love you. She listen?
Yeah, she listens.
She listens? Okay.
I don't know. She listens before bed, and she always says, "I put you guys on to fall asleep." So
let's see. We're about 45 minutes in. Yeah, she probably
not.
Rhonda's subconscious. Now we're just talking to her subconscious. Let's like fixate her dreams.
Okay,
you're walking down the street. You stepped in poop.
It started raining, and now you have wet poopy shoe.
Oh my god, she's awake. Just like real quick.
Okay, so since it's the new year and we're both at a time in our life that is so drastically different than anything we've ever lived, we thought it would be a cool opportunity to give you guys our ins and outs of 2026. And I feel like, I don't know if you did this, Kristen, but it's not just like 2026 me that I gave ins and outs to. It's like this new version of me that I gave ins and outs to. Like, I really took into account the fact that I'm in a different phase right now.
That's interesting. You went for just you. I kind of did like general, like societal ins and outs,
like societal things.
Yeah, I think
that's cool.
There's actually,
and I think
I have two that are just me.
Yeah,
but most of them are like, they're relatively lighthearted and they're more societal.
Okay, mine. I think we're on the same page, because mine, yes, I focused on things that I want to see for myself, but also like as a society, as a culture, I want to see these things in and out. So I think we're on the same page, but I did start with like this new version of me. So
got it.
We'll see.
Okay. Well, then go first. I'm eager to see how you did it.
Okay. This is one that I was actually against. Not against, but like the polar opposite.
Sure.
An in for 2026 is texting back right away. I see my text come through on my phone, usually I would be like, oh, I'll get to it. I'll let text sit there for days, actually. Yeah. But new rule of thumb for me, I'm going to text back right away. Even if it's just, if it like,
let me get back to you.
Yep. Even if it's just to let me get back to you.
What changed? Like, why this all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Just know, guys, as somebody who's texted Alex, this is new Alex.
This is definitely new me. I don't know if anything specific changed. Actually, no. Not something specific changed, but I have noticed that when I let things linger, even though I think I'm like giving myself grace or like giving myself the time and the space and like, oh, I don't want to get to that right now. I'll get to it when I want to. It's still in the back of my head. I'm still thinking about it and it's still taking up space. So if I see a text come through and even if it's I'll get back to this later, then I'm actually like releasing myself of the thoughts.
Shackles.
Yes.
The shackles of like having an unread message. I get it.
Yes. And it is
totally
it's shackles for me. Text messages and missed calls are very much shackles. And like sending birthday texts, or if like it's not always just like texts that are in my inbox. It's also like texts that I need to send. So if I think, okay, later today, I'll text so-and-so and like ask them to send me that link that I asked for. No, if I have if I have the wherewithal to think the thought right now, I have the ability to send the text right now.
I like that.
That's my in.
I already do that, but not for the same reason. I do that because I'll just forget. So if I don't do it like in the moment, whether it's texting somebody back or getting that link that you just said, I'm just dead ass going to forget. So like I just have to do things right away, or I already don't even know how to finish the sentence because I forgot, you know?
Yeah. I heard.
So I get that, but from a different path.
Yeah. And for me, it's a very drastic 180. Okay, so I also don't know if you did this, but a lot of my ins and outs kind of like balance each other out. So I'm going to give you my first out of 2026. Okay. Quote unquote, saving myself for an upcoming weekend or a plan. I feel like this is something that we do a lot where we're like, if we have this big, I don't know, party that we're going to on Saturday, but, you know, we want to go get a glass of wine or we want to hang out on Thursday. We're like, no, come on, we're going to have a big weekend. Like, let's save ourselves. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing that anymore. If I
love that, have
an excuse to like go out and do something and I want to, I'm going to do it. And 9 times out of 10, I'm going to wake up on that Saturday of that big event and I'm not even thinking about what I did last week. It doesn't affect it and it doesn't do anything to my psyche. So I'm no longer saving myself.
I think the only time I like really think that's valuable is like financially. But if you're doing it for like an energy thing, I like that. I saw a TikTok the other day where it was like, I forgot how she phrased it, but pretty much she was saying a similar thing, or she was like, I'm young and I'm not going to like look back on these years and be like, oh, I loved that Friday night in not doing shit and going to bed at 9:30. You're going to look back on that Friday night out doing who knows what. And of course, this all comes with balance and everybody's threshold is different. Like, I mean, I have terrible hangovers, so I can't be doing that all the time, but I still want to, I am agreeing with this out because I still want to do it more than I've been doing it this past, like, I feel like year and a half. We both have been like inside. We have not, I can count on one hand how many nights out I've had in the past 365 days. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Truly, on one hand, how many fun nights out I've had. And I'm done doing that too.
Done doing it.
That's a good out.
So I like that. Thanks. All right. Passing the baton.
Okay. My first in of 2026. Wait. It's actually the complete opposite of what I just said. But both can exist because yes, I want to start having more nights out. But I also want to start having, and this is my first in, early dinners, getting a buzz, going home for a game night with the person you went to dinner with.
That's great.
So it's still, and it's a memory. Yeah. It's still like a event. Yeah.
And mine wasn't even necessarily going out and drinking.
Like bars.
Yeah. Mine was just like a social night in my house where I like have a friend over and we play chess. Like that's something that I'd be like, no, I don't want to do it because I'm going out next weekend. Like one social thing for me a week. Right. Like that's so valid.
Okay.
That's such an
I had to preface that because Like when I looked down and I was like, wait, this is so the opposite.
No.
But
Same road.
I love it. On New Year's Eve, I went to an early dinner. Yes, we did stay out till midnight, but we did get home at like 12:30. So that's kind of a silly example. But I've had other nights where like I've done early dinners and then you're home by like 9 and you still can like turn on a movie or play a game or whatever. I don't know. I did that with like the guy I was seeing in Brooklyn before we moved.
Yep.
It was actually the last time we hung out. We had dinner at like 5:30. Like the sun was barely down. And we came back and we still stayed up till like midnight, 1 a.m. But it was like chilling in the house. And
yep.
I don't know. I really enjoyed that. So more of that.
Love it.
Okay. My ins and outs don't necessarily line up. So this is just going to be a separate out in general. My first out of 2026 is boundaries that isolate you. I think this one stems from personal, but also what I'm observing even on like a macro level, even like stuff people write in to our Patreon and whatnot. Like I think as a society, we got so kind of like into protecting our boundaries, which love, like in no way am I saying that was not good progress. But with any pendulum, I think when it swings too far into one direction, it isn't good. And I think this kind of goes along with like a lot of the discourse I'm seeing online right now of everybody wants a village, but nobody wants to be a villager. I'm sure you guys have been seeing that all over your For You pages too. But it's really true. And I think more now than ever as a society, as whether it's small communities or grand communities, whatever, I would hope and like to think that we should all be leaning in on each other more. And I think when people get so into like a healing, and I'm also talking to myself, into like a healing path, you kind of isolate because you're like almost too good at laying down those boundaries and not doing things that deplete you and blah, 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 which again, valuable. However, I think we need to kind of build some more resilience to do things and show up for people even when it isn't 100% what you want to do in that moment. Yeah, I think this can look different across different types of relationships. There's no like big example I can really give, but yeah, I just feel like even this past Saturday, my friend had an event she threw in La Jolla. I have an ear infection. I'm pretty like, I've been inside. I've just been like chilling, whatever. I'm pretty low energy is what I'm trying to say.
You had the Claritin monster.
Yeah, I was a fucking bitch. I got there and was like, fuck all these people. No. But, you know, right when I woke up that morning, I was like, oh, I kind of don't want to go. And again, nothing towards her, like, it was just me quickly jumping to like what I want, which natural. I'm a human. We all kind of jump to what we want first. But then I was like, no, this is her first San Diego event. She's been so excited. I've been so excited. I'm going to get in the fucking shower and I'm going to go. And it was it didn't take much convincing either. It really was a quick decision and a quick thing to act on. And within 10 minutes of pushing myself to start getting ready for it, I was actually quite excited. And then I went and I had a lot of fun and I met people and who knows where that will snowball into. So like, little things like that, just showing up for people and, you know, keeping your boundaries, but also allowing the boundaries to have some wiggle room. I think we started putting boundaries in cement when I think sometimes they should be in like a flexible silicone.
Yep. Love that.
That's all.
That's a good one.
That's my out. I do want to say, like, sorry, one more thing that I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. I don't mean this with really fucking important boundaries. Boundaries are a spectrum. And like, trust, the ones that I have set in stone with like my parents or exes or whatever, like that, though, like safety boundaries, that no, keep those strong. I'm talking about when people are like, I just need to like,
it's the
what?
boundaries that we use as an excuse for ourselves.
Yes,
It's those
exactly.
ones that are like
self-prohibiting boundaries.
yes, totally. Yeah. No, I didn't.
That's what I mean. I just wanted to say
yeah. That. Yeah. No, that was clear to me.
Okay.
My next in could be controversial, but I want to see PDA. I want PDA. 2020 an in for 20. Well, a lot of people are super, well, I maybe
You're
not
right.
a lot, but like there's people out there who are very
really
anti PDA, but like I want to see a couple kissing. I want to see holding hands. I want to, like, I can't wait to hold Z's hand when I see him next weekend. And like, I want to see love out in public. And
I think it would do a lot for us too.
I think so too. Because you know what it is? Seeing my parents, like being around my parents and like watching them hold hands the second they get out of the car, and like the way that they were like just walk up to each other and give each other a kiss. Like I love being around their love. And it made me realize like I haven't been around that kind of, you know, unity, that love
totally
besides my own in a long time. And like I want to go outside and see couples making out. I do. Like I love it. I love the love. So I'm so in for PDA.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people that are like, no, bad. Like I'm not that far, but I am one of those people that didn't grow up around it at all and still don't see it if I go home. Like literally, I don't think I've ever seen my mom and Phil kiss ever. So I think speaking for those people, that's why you don't see it as much, because a lot of people
just like don't,
not, I'm not gonna say not aware of it because like it's not rocket science, but
well, it's just like not in their nature
vocabulary, if you will.
Yeah.
But you're right. If the people like you, maybe you guys start it,
right?
Start exposing us to it in public, and then we won't be as like
me and Z going at it in LA.
But like, exactly. I'm picturing like if a lot of couples started doing it in person, then a lot of people would be like, oh, like you'd hope.
I
don't know. That one also gets kind of deep too, though, because I feel like the people that really hate PDA, it's like for a reason.
Yeah,
it's
and
like
I'm not saying
something in them.
Yeah, I get that, and I'm not saying like go crazy. Like I'm not talking about like, you know, being on top of each other.
That I do
but
kind of
like
hate when people like make out a little too much in public.
Yeah,
where they're like,
like
grabbing waists and shit. I'm like, get a room.
Or like in a bar when they're like going like I'm all for making out in a bar. But like, there's levels to it, and
there's levels. Yes.
There's levels to it, and I think like if you are on a public hike with your boyfriend and you get to the top of the mountain and you guys want to kiss, fucking go for it.
Yeah, I like
you know,
that.
Yeah. So
I'm so on board with that.
Love it. PDA is definitely an in. Let's see some kissing.
I just gotta find somebody to PDA with.
You and Link.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Imagine. Link doesn't even kiss. Like Link's so anti-PDA.
I know, she is. She would be like hardcore get a room if she saw. Yeah,
she's not a kissy dog at all.
No. Okay, and out for me is watching movie trailers. The last probably 3 movies I've seen in theaters were movies that I did not watch the trailer to, and I'm telling you, it made my experience 10 times better. So
I heard this way wrong. I thought you were saying the trailers before the movie, because that's my favorite part.
I mean, even those, like I'd love like a synopsis. I'd love like a general sci-fi or romance, but I don't want to see anything that's going to make me form an opinion or feel like I already saw the whole fucking movie before I actually see the movie. And
agreed.
Yeah. So I maybe just like trailers that reveal the whole film.
I like that.
Start making better trailers.
Yeah, because the trailers have become like summaries of the whole fucking movie.
I don't want that.
I fully agree. I often think about the Colleen Hoover movie we saw with Dave Franco and
Yeah.
whatever. And we watched the trailer before we went because we wanted to know what it was going to be about. And then we watched the movie and dead ass, it was the whole trailer.
It was the whole movie.
So I agree with that. I took that too literal because I will say my favorite part, like I'm someone who's like chronically early for movies. I get there where the lights are still on. I sit down. I'm like probably already done with my popcorn. And then I love watching trailers before movies because that's how I learn what's coming out.
I get that. I do.
You know? And then by the time I see it, I probably forgot about the trailer.
Yeah.
Because it's always like months in advance.
I'm okay
but
with
I
that.
hear you. Before I go see a movie, I'm not looking anything up.
Yep. Yeah.
Agreed.
Out.
Even
no
like,
more.
Alex and I both just watched Pluribus on Apple TV, and you should watch it, but don't look at anything about it first.
Nothing.
And also, you see it won some Golden Globes.
No.
Or one Golden Globe.
For what?
I forget. Something.
But
she
well
won
deserved.
it. Like I think it was
good.
like for her. The
Love that.
like Carol or whatever. But yeah, like I like that. Not looking up things before you see them and not spoiling things before you see them and going into things open-minded kind of feels like
it just makes it it just like makes
Agreed.
it more fun.
It does. I don't want to speculate what's happening based off something I saw before I actually see the piece of art.
Yep. And I want like aha moments on my own.
Okay, my next in, make sure there's nothing on the back of this piece of paper. The next in for me it's like, fuck Alex.
Reasons why I hate Alex. Reasons why I hate Theresa Caputo.
Pros and cons of my friendship with Alex. That's crazy. We should do that next episode. Pros and cons. That would tear me apart. Please don't.
Ins and outs of our friendship.
Oh my
that
God.
Been good.
No, I would never do that. Okay. My second in actually goes along with your in that you just said, the PDA one. Writing your number on napkins.
Cute.
Hand
it out.
Handing out your number, napkins, a receipt, a gum wrapper, whatever it is. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's such like a movie thing. And I think that one is also for me too, just wanting to like obviously date and like put myself out there. I'm kind of challenging myself to do that now.
I love that. And it is
and
such like
cute. And then you keep the napkin.
Yep. And I love you have to give it to him.
Well, no, like say like we end up dating, like he'll still have the napkin and then it's in a frame. And then, you know, when you walk in at the wedding, like the table seating
100%.
thing, you put it in the fucking frame. Are you kidding?
I love that.
Jesus
no,
Christ.
that's so good. And I love the idea of like writing a number on like a receipt or the napkin because your waiter's cute.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that little bit of butterflies or that like unknown feeling. Are they going to text you? Are you going to get like a random text in a couple of days? And it's so fun. It makes it so fun. It's like, it's like the best way to start a little fleeting thing, I think.
Totally. I did it once in New York. I did it on a card, on like a playing card. And that was the guy who texted me and he was like really weird. So.
Oh, it's okay. You're going to get weirdos.
Yeah.
It's not, this method is not going to deter weirdos.
Yeah.
But
it almost like reels in a lot more because they don't even have to do any work to get your fucking number. Maybe I shouldn't.
No, but like also you can, if someone asks you for your number, instead of like, yeah, give me your phone, you could still be like, oh yeah, let me pull out my pen and give you my number.
I like that.
Yeah.
Let's start writing down numbers. Start writing down things in general. Like I write a lot, period. But like I wrote down my ins and outs on here, which I love.
Love that.
Handwriting is in. Oh, sorry. Okay. And out. Oh God. Okay. This one I'm so over. Eras.
Oh. That should have been out last year.
It should have. I know we're gonna get some heat on this one. I know I'm being kind of a Debbie Downer with this. And like ultimately, whatever you want to fucking do. These ins and outs. Who are Alex and I? Like who are we? Ins and outs are stupid and whatever.
They're for us.
Do whatever you want to do. But I think era is so corny. I'm in my blank era. You're just in a phase of your life.
And it's especially awful when people use it wrong. It's like I'm in my, like on their birthday and they just turned 26 and you're like, I'm in my 26th era. And it's like, no, you're just turned 26.
Yeah. Or like when they find something new that they like I'm in my cottage cheese era. Like you just like
picked
cottage
up
cheese now.
Cottage cheese.
You just bought cottage cheese.
She's at the store.
I don't know.
No, I'm so there with you
on this one. I'm being a hater and I get it, but like I know we're not alone on this.
No, I'm right there with you.
I think it goes along with just like internet lingo in general.
Yeah.
It kind of like, not to say phrases. I don't do it sometimes, but there's people like, bro, I just watched Plan Brie, Brianna Chicken Fries podcast with Jeremiah from Love Island. He talks like a fucking TikTok section.
Really? Oh no.
Go watch it for 10 minutes. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying because like I feel like someone can clip this and the next time I use a internet term, they're gonna be like,
but it's when it's like every sentence and you look back on the last.
Where's your personality?
Yeah. And you look back on the last 30 seconds and you're like, have you actually said a phrase or a full sentence? Have you said anything of meaning? Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah. So that it kind of goes with that.
Yeah.
But on the other, like what I also wrote down with it was like eras is one thing, but aesthetics. I think, and I think a lot of people are on board with this one is like, your era, your like clean girl era or clean girl aesthetic or like I don't know. It seems like another just like box that you're putting yourself in.
Yeah.
And like it's one thing to just like say it in a caption or say it lightly, but people who like genuinely are like worried about not having an aesthetic, I'm like, you don't have to have one in general. Like you can also just like be a human that is like multifaceted and have several different aesthetics and eras of yourself all at once, all existing at the same time because you are a complex being.
Right.
I don't know.
And I think you're not just like one thing.
Yeah. And even I'm on a side of TikTok that might be, it's not that niche, but Pilates in general is there's a lot of discourse online of people being like, I don't want to be a Pilates girl. They're so like and pretentious and da-da-da. But then there's people like me where I'm like, I do Pilates, but I've also been doing Pilates for over 10 years now. And I do it because I genuinely like it feels good on my body.
It's a good workout for you.
It's a good workout for me. But I'm not adopting it as like a lifestyle. I think that's what I'm trying to say. It's like you can also just do things that you enjoy and it doesn't mean
it doesn't define you.
Yeah.
You're not like the
Pilates girl. I just go to Pilates.
Right.
Yeah,
it's letting things, and I think it has to do with like wanting to be a part of something as a society, just like letting trends and these things define us. And like you were saying, like the clean girl aesthetic, and like now what's coming up is like the messy girl aesthetic, and it's like
type B or whatever.
Yeah. And it's all just like these phases of trends that I think are appealing to people because it's what you see online. And it's like, well, that's like me. I'm clean girl. Like my room's clean all the time. So I'm clean girl. But like, I'm also
mean.
Yeah. No, I'm for it.
I think like generally most people, it is just a coined term. It's a light term. It doesn't mean much, but I can only imagine, especially the young people watching those videos or these conversations online about aesthetics or eras, the impact and the pressure it would put on these small minds to be like, wait, I don't identify with one of these. Yeah. And like, is there something wrong with me or am I not cool? Cause I'm not in an era that person's in.
Yep.
That's all.
For it. Out.
Yeah. No, 100%. I'm just
out.
Did that not make sense? Like that last part.
Totally.
Just like, because I don't know. I feel like it if I saw that as like a young teen or even a early 20s girl, like I feel like I'd be like, oh my God, I'm something wrong with me or
right. And
whatever.
you would feel the need to like join something just to be a part of something. But if it's not true to you, if it's not true to you, then it's like doing more harm than good. Totally.
I think just taking away the gravity of it.
Yep.
Ultimately, you could say air all the fuck you want, but like, I hope you don't hold yourself to it too much.
Yeah. Okay. My next in is getting ready in the mornings, even for an uneventful day.
You're good at that.
I need to start doing it more because I've recently, like my routine is I literally get out of bed and go straight to the shower. And like that works wonders for me. But I've also working from home for the past 6 years. I've just gotten in the habit of like, okay, I'm not going to waste my face on a full face of makeup, and I'm not going to waste my contacts because I'm not going anywhere. And I'm so the type to be like, if I put contacts in my eyes, I have to go do something.
Yes. Which
like on a financial note makes sense because contacts are expensive, but I've also become so like such a like
controlled by your contacts.
Yeah, literally. Yes. And I'm like, oh, if I have a plan and I put my contacts in and the plan is no longer, I'm actually like, well, fuck, I have contacts in now. And it's like, no more of that. So I'm so like, I'm going to get up, actually get ready. And I'm not talking about like full beat, but like if I can do like a little bit of mascara and some blush, put in my contacts because it makes me feel better. Yeah. And then even if I'm sitting in front of my computer all day doing computer work, I'm fine because I'm not like a little goblin.
And you feel good. Look good, feel good.
100%.
Like, when you feel beautiful, I feel like you do better.
Yep.
I get that. I'm so bad at that, man. I do want to take that one. I mean, even right now, like I'm in like little lounge shorts, a tank. I did wash my hair.
That's good. See?
But like, yeah.
And
so
you know what?
Bad at it.
Baby steps, because I'm in a tank and sweats, but like I still feel like I could. Done. My hair's done. I like gave myself a blowout today and I did some makeup, and like my threshold is, even if I'm in, sweats in a tank, I could still throw on a pair of sneakers and like go out and feel cute in line at Chipotle, Right. So like that's my threshold.
I feel like when you have like at least one thing done, it feels good. Like even the days where, because I don't wash my hair every day, but like today I washed my hair, so like my texture's here, and I feel cuter than I would with my hair in a wrap ball that it's been in for the past week. And I feel like if your hair is done, that's good. Or if your hair is in a wrap ball, at least do the mascara and blush.
Yep.
Or if neither of those are done, at least do like hair up, glasses, but then a cute outfit. Like having like at least one thing done, I feel like
that makes you feel good.
Like I did something, but also like I only washed my hair because we're recording. Like I fear if we didn't do this, I would not look like this right now.
Right.
And I don't even look like much.
That's why that's my in. I need to have, I don't want to feel like I have to have an excuse to feel good.
Yeah.
I want to feel good and then I can just live my life. So.
Yep. I love that, man. I got to do that.
Yeah. Well, I'll start calling you when I get up and get in the shower, and I'm going to be like, get in.
Actually, do that.
Okay.
Please. I think also, and I'm making excuses, but like kind of valid. I have just not been liking my hair, so I haven't been liking getting ready. Like I feel like when I need to do something with my hair so that I feel ugly right now. I'm in like the winter ugly.
I get that.
Right now. So, and I've been sick, whatever.
Yeah, no, I get that. But like there's always going to be the days
gone, it's going to be my year.
Yeah, it is. 2026 starts when Kristen's sick ear infection's gone.
I'll let you guys know.
That's the Kristen New Year.
That's the new year. That's when the ball drops.
Okay. A big out for me personally is defining where I'm at in life by my career. And this like kind of ties into the whole like corporate hamster wheel. I feel like as a whole, these last like 5-6 years of my life have been defined by my work. And like when I look back on my day to day, it's this is probably going to sound silly because like we have to go to work. Like as a society, work is our life, but I don't want to define the like the happiness or the overall theme of my early 30s to be my job. And I think right now, not clocking in from 9 to 5 is kind of giving me that, well, it's giving me the awareness, and it's also giving me the opportunity to go into this next phase of my career and not be so like hung up on like what I'm doing on the day to day at work, or, you know, the role that I have, or like the company that I work for, or like these new projects. Like, obviously I will always be like a very hard worker, and I'll always be passionate about the job that I have, but I'm also just like very open to what's next for my career. Yep. And I don't want, like, I want me to look back on my early 30s and think about things other than job, things other than work. Because when I look back on my, like I said, when I look back on my late 20s, it's like, guess. It's work. And I think that also just like had a lot to do with the fact that I felt like I was working all day, every day. And like on a micro level too, like my weeks I would look at my week ahead and I'd be like, okay, Monday is defined by this project at Guess, and then Tuesday is defined by recording for Oddvice, and then Wednesday is this project at Guess. And I would kind of just like look at my life through the lens of work, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to look at my life through the lens of like my work is, you know, what I do to you know, like get through my weeks, but also like I want to look forward to this big thing that I have coming up in 6 months, and like making myself feel good without my job.
Yep. Totally. This is a very European mindset of you. And I think this is something a lot of Americans deal with. And you said it perfectly. It's not that you're going to put any less into your work. It's just more so viewing it as not the like catalyst of your day. It's a part of your day just as much as dinner with your boyfriend is, just as much as dinner with your girlfriends, or a movie that night, or walking your dog at sunset with a cup of tea. Like,
they're just as meaningful.
Like not putting so much value and structure on that, like on your job. We're not living to work. Like we're not, you know, it's such an American thing that we're all a part of. And I swear the second you go to Europe, you're like, wait,
you guys actually like have lives out of work?
Yeah. And like, it's not that they don't work as hard. Like they're a functioning society just as much as we are. It's just, they also value the happy hour that you go to right after. And it's a loaded thing. It's a loaded thing. 'Cause like everybody's schedules are so different, and you can argue like finances into it too. But I think just something that is free is a perspective change. Like we were saying at our last Patreon episode, or 2 Patreon episodes ago or whatever. And I like that. I think that's a good one to adopt no matter what industry you're in.
Yep.
Okay, my next in, bootcut jeans.
Yeah.
I got a pair. For it. I got a pair of like dark wash Levi bootcut wedgie cut jeans, and I have just been loving them. They're tight on the thigh, like tight on the butt. I feel like we've been doing the oversized look, and I still love it. I still love my low rise baggy jeans, as will be in my closet forever. But like we've been doing the like really oversized look for so long. And I bought a pair just to see, and goddamn, I love my ass in tight jeans.
Yep. Sue me.
Sue me. I love it.
Love it.
My next out is ordering things online that you can easily go get in person. This one's been on my radar even like the start of, or the end of last year. Especially with Amazon. I love Amazon. Like I get it. It's super convenient, and it was great when we were living in New York where we didn't have a car to go carry all these things, and it was more of like a true resource. And I'm sure it is for even people that don't live super close, or they don't have as much accessibility to um certain stores and whatnot for things they need. But like laundry detergent, I can just go down to CVS or Target or whatever. Now that I'm in an area where I can do it, I'm just really trying to not order things that I can simply just go pick up.
Yep. No, that's such a good one. And I think it is something that I've definitely noticed. I actually can't remember the last time I ordered anything on Amazon living here, but like if I need something, I'm just 5 minutes up the road. Yeah. Love that one.
Yeah. And maybe this 100% is a very privileged thing for me to even have on my outs list, but I got way too comfy with it in New York, even with food. Like the other night, I was telling you guys on FaceTime, like I went and picked up my Chipotle. I was about to order it, but it was dead ass $30 if I would have ordered it through Uber Eats. And I was like, what am I doing? It's so close to me. I'm so close to Chipotle. I went there and got it, only spent $11 and still got it from leaving my house to going there and coming back in the shorter amount of time than it would have if I would have
just ordered it.
So
we've just gotten lazy as a society. Like everything's at our fingertips, quote unquote. Why would we if it can just show up on our doorstep? And it's I think we're just starting. Hopefully starting to realize that like if we're able-bodied and it's we have the gas in our car and we can, why not?
Yeah. Like how we did growing up.
Yep. Literally.
The one thing I've never gotten into as much is ordering clothes online. Not to say I haven't done it, but I am not an online shopper. I have to like feel things, see things, like try them on. So I'm pretty good about clothes, but yeah, that like laundry detergent and paper towels and all that. I'm just not doing that.
Yeah. I'm the opposite with clothes because I tried to go shopping in downtown Walnut Creek right before the show this weekend. And I'm like walking around all these stores and I'm like, this is, first of all, it's so overwhelming. Everything's such a mess. I feel like I don't know like what I'm looking for. It's just like so much more of a task. And I like, and I just like, I love online shopping because I love seeing like all my options and, and like, I'm very rarely one to like return things. And I also just like shop at stores that I like know my fit and I know my size. So like, I know there's for the most risk. Part, that's very low risk. That. Yeah. But that's just always been me with online shopping. But
you've always been like, this isn't, you didn't just start when it became convenient. Like you've truly always been an online shopper. So
totally.
That's some people are, and like, that's great. Yep. It's just for me,
it's the little things. Yeah.
I also think too, like the beauty of a storefront is starting to die.
It is.
And people are even noticing when they are shopping in person, there's way better inventory online. And I get that. Like this isn't new. It's been like this for almost a decade now, but it's making me sad.
It is. And it's very sad.
I love a shopping day, and like, I just want that to happen again. So.
Yeah. They're dying. It's a dying breed for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My next in is regular self-care days. I recently, this was early last week, I had a day where I got my hair cut, I got my nails done, and it was also like my shopping day. And I did those 3 things in one day, and I was just in the best mood I think I have ever been in. And I just like felt, and I think this is, it does just attribute to like the look good, feel good for me. Like it's just something that I value. Like if I feel like I look my best self, then I feel my best self. And it's one of those things that like I forget about it when I don't do it. And just clocking when like during that day, how good I felt just because I took care of myself on a physical level. I like put my makeup on. Like I said, my hair was freshly chopped and I got my nails done. Like, and these sound like very like superficial materialistic things, but I promise you, like you can attribute the same thing to anything else that you find valuable in like the self-care category. If you just like give yourself those days and do them all on the same, there's something magical about doing them all on the same day because you really feel like you're stepping into, like you're shifting, you know?
Yep.
It's not just like, okay, I got my hair cut 3 months ago and like, I'm going to go get my nails done this week. And it's just like, there's something special about doing it all on the same day.
It's
and
like
for
a
me,
makeover.
it is. It feels like that. And that's something that like makes me feel good. And realizing it, like I actually like couldn't wait to put this on my list because last week I was so excited about it and I was just like so happy. I need to give myself those days more on that like regular schedule.
Intentionally,
Yeah, intentionally. So those are in for me, regular self-care days.
I like that. I was talking about that with my nail lady last time I saw her, and we were saying how like, so she's from Malta, and in Malta, when she was a nail tech there, like people were there for hours. You drink champagne, you shoot the shit with the girls, like you really relax.
Love
and
that.
it's like a spa day, and it's intentional. And she's like, I noticed when I moved here, like people want to be in and out. They need to get their nails done on their lunch break, like boom, boom, boom. Like it. She's like, nobody just chills here. So like when I go see her, she offers me a coffee or a tea or whatever. We turn on music. Like she's asking me about my week.
That.
So I feel like it comes with that kind of like slowing down in those self-care errands, if you will, and truly enjoying them. That's what it sounds like you that day, even if you just had one of those things that day,
right?
You remained present and you enjoyed it.
Yep.
And you didn't just look at it as like a checklist. You were like, no, I'm going to go like have a day.
I was present. And that's a good point because especially with something like, and you guys know me, I get my nails done religiously once a month for the past, like fucking 5 years, it feels like. And it has just become something of a checklist item on my list of things to do. Just like do it, get it done, forget about it. But like being present and like appreciating the art. Even like I was sitting there talking to my nail artist. It was just like this random guy. I actually had an appointment somewhere else down the street and she called in sick. So I had to go to this like random shop. I walked in just like hoping and praying they did gel X. I walked in and he was so cool. And this is like actually the best set of nails that I've ever gotten. And just like sitting and chatting with him and just like appreciating the art. He was like, he, did things that I had never seen before. And I was asking about him and it felt like very present. Like I did feel very present and it just like made me appreciate it more. And it felt like I got my nails done for the first time in my life.
Yeah. I like that, remaining present in it. And like, it feels like more of a treat if you treat it like a treat.
Yep, exactly.
Rather than just like a chore.
Yeah.
Because it is a treat. Like
it is.
Look over these.
I took it for granted.
Like, getting our nail, like, wow. Like I feel like young me is so proud. Like I feel like I never got my nails done growing up because it was honestly because of cheer, because you can't have your nails painted for cheer. But now that I'm like an adult, like since I've been an adult and getting them done regularly, I'm like, hold on, this is actually really cool.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just a girl.
We're in our nail girls. Era.
Okay.
We're just nail girls. Okay. My out for 2026 is coffee runs. This one felt difficult to put on my list because like I love a coffee run, but I want to start making like really good craft coffees at my house and in person. And I just feel like
machine.
I did. I got an espresso machine for Christmas and I'm waiting to open it until I get into my new apartment.
Good.
But I can't wait to like make really good craft coffees on my own because they're going to be just as good and it's going to be my work put into it and I'm going to be saving the coin. That's the biggest thing. Like
so much,
especially in New York, spending about $8 every day, probably closer to 10 after, tax and tip.
Yeah.
I'm over it. I'm done. And I feel like what I loved so much about coffee runs in general was just like the act of getting up, going. It was the routine part of it, going and doing it. But now I'm just going to like force myself to make my cute craft coffee and go for a walk. So I get like both
still the
2
same,
in one.
like, mindful moment, but
Yep.
not $8.
Yeah. So no more $10 coffee runs for me.
Yeah.
Big out.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Not being, like I said earlier this episode, not being a caffeine person, I don't fall into that as much, but like, not to say I haven't before with like matchas and shit.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing that every day because it just fucking adds up.
It does.
Especially matcha. Matcha's even worse.
Yeah.
God. Okay, my next in for 2026 is pool halls.
Lovely.
I went and shot some pool. It was New Year's Day. Like Bree was still in town. The twins were here. And it wasn't even like a rage day. Like it wasn't like a party drunk day or anything. We were like, let's just go shoot some pool. And this one seems so simple, but I feel like it's an art that our generation has lost, that I feel like our parents did a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's not, you're not going to the bar that has the pool table just to drink. You're going to actually play some pool and like really getting good at it. I feel like I've gotten good at pool. I've actually like started to like apply myself whenever I do play, I'm like, no, like actually try and shoot it. I feel like I used to just like, and just hope it would go in. But after playing with like all of our friends are really good at pool and like actually getting pointers from them, I've learned to appreciate it a lot more. And I feel like that's another fun thing you can do that isn't or doesn't have to be surrounded by alcohol.
Yep.
But you're still out. It's a game. I love games. And it's cheap and it's fun and there's always good music. Like I don't know. I just enjoyed that day so much. And it had me thinking like, God, I gotta just go shoot some fucking pool.
Yeah. You should.
I love billiards.
And it's something that you could definitely do like solo and like go and practice. It's like a good solo one. And there's something really cool about being around, especially like if you go during the day, it's a different vibe at night. But if you go in during the day and you're surrounded by like all these usually older men practicing,
like retired men.
Yes, and they're really good, like and just kind of like watching them, and like it is an art form, like it's so cool watching them.
When we were
I love that
doing it on New Year's Day, it was the same thing. It was a lot of like these older guys. It was this, what the fuck was the name of the bar? Oh, I can't remember right now, but it was in Hillcrest, I think, and that bar had been there since I think like the 50s. And on the wall, they had this like big article that was written in the 90s about them.
That's cool.
And the article was written in the lens of like, so you walk through the door and to the left, blah, blah. It was very immersive. It wasn't just like, today I checked out this bar, blah, blah, blah. It was like,
that's cool.
It walks you through it. Like you could have read it not being in the bar and you would have painted the bar in your head. It was very descriptive. It was so cool. But it was all that to say it was an older, more like rustic pub. And these guys are coming in with their own like sticks. Mm-hmm. And like one of them came over and like he wasn't being creepy. He was truly like, here, try this. Da, 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 da. And like I got it. Like,
yep.
I don't know.
I love that.
Just so cool.
Yeah. And no, I'm glad you brought that up. Like people like go up to people there because I'm sure they would be more than happy to help you and like give you pointers. And that's just that in itself is lost in our society too.
It's just, I think another version of me just craving community. Mm-hmm. And like, I think a lot of us are feeling it. So going to these third spaces that aren't just surrounded by partying and like you're actually do like, I don't know,
learning
like a trivia
something.
night or like pottery or whatever, something where it's like a true hobby, like the art of a hobby. Like I feel we lost it. We kind of lost it. And like, I don't know. I think a hobby that isn't meant to be mastered.
Yeah.
And I, like, maybe I'm talking to myself a little bit on that one, because it's like with my Aries mentality, I'm very much like, well, no, if I'm going to pick up something, I need to be the best at it. And it's like, no, no, no. You can also just like enjoy doing it and not obsess over being the best at it.
Yep.
So yeah, I think pool has been that thing for me, because it's easy enough to not like completely feel out of the loop, but every game is different. So it's also constantly challenging.
Yep.
I fucking love it.
I love pool. It's so fun.
It's so fun. Okay, my next out is Evites. I fucking cannot stand, like Partyful, Evite, Eventbrite, or whatever the fuck. I think that when there's got to be some psychology behind when you receive a push through your Partyful app that says you're invited to something. Yes, you're invited, but like, why does it just feel like less personal to me? Like I if I could wave a magic wand, I would love if you got invites in the mail, but I understand not everybody's going to do that. Snail mail is a dying art, but like, I guess the version of that I would prefer, if you're not going to do snail mail, is just like a personal text too. Like I don't know. I think when I am invited through an Evite, it feels less warm. I think I want to be personally asked to go to something.
Oh, I see that. Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I do understand the convenience behind it and everything. I've used it myself. I get that. But yeah,
what if it was like
cool to see something a little more personal?
I get that. And what I love about Partyful though is like it being a hub for the event. So like if there's details in the event that you need to go back to and like stuff like that.
Totally.
So I love the idea of someone texting you personally and being like, "Hey, I'm throwing this next Wednesday. Yes. I would love it if you came. Here are the details."
Here's the link.
Yes. And then a link to the Partyful.
Yes. That I am so okay with. But
love that.
Getting that text was like, okay, you didn't just click my name when it fed you the contacts of who to send it to. And it's not to say you're like an asshole if you do that, but like, I don't know. Maybe this is personal.
I get that.
I want to feel like thought of.
Personally invited.
Yeah.
I get it. And I think there is just like an easy, happy medium there for you.
You're right. I like that. Just the quick text. Hey, here's this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I love
that.
I can do that.
Okay. Here are my next ones. These definitely go hand in hand. So I'm going to kind of just like say them together. My in for 2026 is real life inspo. And my out is Pinterest. And this is also a really hard one for me because I have just become so in the habit of like, even when I go get my nails done, for example, I'll just like go on Pinterest and type in long square nails and just like see and like pick one and then just
let
get
it pick for you kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have gotten into, and I think there is a happy medium here because like I also do see Pinterest as like a really cool way to find inspiration for things. But when it becomes such a part of the routine and it's kind of just like a mindless thing, which what it's become for me.
Yeah.
That's when I'm like, okay, Pinterest has got to be, I need to like wean off.
Yeah. Like challenge yourself to come up with these ideas.
Yeah. And even like for my nails specifically, like I'm gonna start doing my nails like how I feel that day, and even just like to the point of like I'm building my website right now. And at first I like went to these different, resources of like cool different layouts, and it was just like these like Pinterest basically. And I'm like scrolling through and it's just like, it's like doom scrolling. Like, I'm like, that looks cool. That looks cool. That looks cool. And then I really was like, okay, this is giving me, I went through like 2 days of this and I was like, this is giving me nothing. And it's not sparking any bit of creativity in me. And it's not actually giving me inspiration for anything. So I went and like, I actually looked at people's this is going to sound so obvious, but like I went and looked at like people's actual portfolios and like I dug through Reddit and I went and looked at really cool web design and just like did a little bit of a deeper dive into the inspiration that I was actually looking for instead of just like a big palette of things. And I'm even just like looking at my tabs right now of like all the really cool artists that I would have never even known of if I didn't do this, and B would like I would never even think to look at or like design this layout, this page in this layout this way, because I don't know, when things are handed to you on a platter like Pinterest, you don't have to think and you just like pick and choose. And I think it honestly has a lot to do with like the whole aesthetic thing, because when you're going through and like even like decorating apartments and stuff, like when you're looking at all these beautiful Pinterest perfect photos of these apartments, it is just like it's so easy to like copy paste, like, okay, I need this kind of lamp for my apartment to look like this, and I need like this, and it's like it's so easy that it's, you know, you like look around at your life and you're like, everything is just like Pinterest, but is it me?
Just copying.
Yeah.
Copycat.
Yeah. So out. Pinterest is out for me.
I like that. I think that also builds more of a creative muscle, like
totally
challenging yourself to think of your own inspo will then inspire you more and in turn make you more creative and so on. It's a dependency.
And like when I say real life inspo, and I know inspiration doesn't just like land in your lap. Like a lot of times you have to go look for inspiration. But, and like I even said, like doing that smallest little deeper dive into actually looking at, you know, examples of things instead of this platter of, you know, what is, and like Pinterest is all ads now.
I know. I hate it.
It's
everything you click just takes you somewhere else.
Yeah. And it's just like, I really
don't
only seeing
use it as much anymore
because it's so hard to even weed through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Inspiration is it's always been a tough one for me, because like when I'm not feeling creative, I'm like, oh, I need inspiration. But like it's hard when you feel like you have to go look for inspiration and like things don't just come to you. So it's just like putting yourself in these scenarios where you're like getting outside and you're noticing things that you've never noticed before, and just taking like a tiny step forward towards being willing to like look at things in a different lens too could be inspiration in itself. So so I think it's just like, gotten easy for us.
It's the convenience thing.
Yep.
But I think like just challenge yourself to like ask yourself what you want to, if you're decorating that corner of your room or whatever, like if you're, I don't know what to do, like start with one thing, start with a desk that you want, and then ask yourself what you want to look at every day on that desk.
Yep.
Don't worry about what that Pinterest picture has on their desk. What do you want on that, or your website? Yep. What if I was the first person looking at alexco.com, like, you know, like what do you want to see? Like I think it's an element of trusting yourself too, trusting your judgment and trusting your taste, and just like, I don't know, that's when the snowball effect happens. Once you trust yourself, then you trust your judgment. Once you trust your judgment, your critical thinking gets stronger.
And you're actually like working your creative muscles.
Yeah. I think this is also something I hope people can apply to their reliance on ChatGPT.
Yep.
Like you can also just find that answer if you just like Google it and like look 2 seconds harder.
Totally.
Okay, my next in is impulsiveness. This one definitely feels like this one is just for me. I wrote this just for me, but maybe it'll resonate with someone else. By nature, I am a very impulsive person, but I think this past like year and a half or whatever, it's almost been like 2 years that I feel like I've just been in such an introspective time in my life because of things that I've been dealing with. But I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I want to get back to my version of myself, the true version of myself that is a lot more easygoing, and impulsive is almost a scary word. Because it doesn't mean like messy or rash. I just more mean like maybe being like a yes girl more, or um just kind of like relaxing more. I feel like when I do things, like if a opportunity comes up or whatever, and I constantly like over analyze or think about it, I like talk myself out of it, or um I worry about too many other outcomes, and I almost give myself too much time to judge a next step or whatever it is. And I'm like, no, I just need to like get back to my energy of just doing it. I was so good at that all my life up until recent years. And that is a part of growing up too. I think it's just like frontal lobe development where I'm like, okay, yeah, it's recent years because you're like a big girl now. Um, but it's a sense of joy for me that I feel like I've lost. So I want to get back to like just being impulsive. I think not over preparing, but not over preparing for everything, and asking myself if it's the most healthy thing to do or the most responsible thing to do. Like, that judgment is good, but it's kind of what I was saying earlier, like too far on a pendulum is a snake eating itself. And I don't want to be like that anymore.
Yeah, I see that. And I think we talked about this in one of our recent Patreon episodes where we were kind of talking about doing things not ready, or like not having to like wait to feel like we're perfectly ready to start this one thing, because we'll find every excuse to like not be ready for something and end up like not doing the thing that we want to do. So just like starting, even though you don't feel 100% ready to do it, because it's like a momentum thing too. Cause like you could start it not feeling 100% prepared or ready or knowledgeable about whatever it is you're about to start. But the more you do it and like the more you get the ball rolling, the more you feel comfortable. And then you're like, oh, maybe I was ready. I was just like holding myself back.
And then by then you're halfway in it and it's like, you're fine. Yeah. That definitely applies to like more, like task-based stuff. And like that is what I'm saying here too. But I think it's also for me in like experiences. And it's kind of almost like what your first point was.
No, anything.
Yourself for the weekend or whatever. Like just
it could be anything.
Yeah, I think I've just, and I'm sure you've observed too, being my best friend, like just so I've gotten really tense. I think I've felt really tense, and rightfully so. It's taken me through these past couple years, and I've clearly needed it for some subconscious survival reason. But I don't feel like I need to be like that anymore. I feel like a lot of the dust has settled and everyone's okay now. And I give myself that grace too. I'm not necessarily frustrated with myself. I just think saying it out loud now, I'm giving myself the permission to just chill out a little bit. And New Year's Eve, we're going around the table saying our resolutions and whatever. And my number one, but the only thing I said, I actually didn't say anything else other than this. I just want to have fun again. I feel like I haven't truly enjoyed myself in a few years. Yeah. And that's really sad to say. Yeah. And it's like, I've, not to say I haven't felt any ounce of joy. Like, your Denver was so much fun, and Monica's wedding was so much fun. And I can think of all these times I've obviously enjoyed myself, but like a lot of those have been conditional, and a lot of those have been
like sprinkled throughout an overall theme
of darkness. Yeah. Of stress, of fear. And those things are sadly going to always be part of the human experience. But I think, I'm such an intense person where when I tend to kind of like lean a little too much into one thing or another. So as much as I want a balance can't exist without like the polarizing things being present. And like,
you haven't felt the other
I haven't
in a
felt
minute.
the other. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I just want to have fun. Like, I just want to
carefree,
light again.
You want to feel carefree.
Yeah. Everything's been so heavy, and I'm like, I feel like a broken record, and I feel so like drained by it, and like kind of if I could put it into super simple terms, the feeling I felt, and like you can even see my body language right now, is just like waiting for a pen to drop. Mm-hmm. That, like waiting for a call, like I've just feel like I've been so like something's gonna pop out. Like when you're watching a scary movie,
yeah,
and something's gonna pop out. Like I feel like I have been living in that for the past like 2 years, and that's not fun. Me. Like I'm not like that. Like that's not who I've ever been. I'm a fun person. I'm funny. I'm light. I'm charismatic. I'm impulsive. I'm like, I love all those things about me, and I feel like I've kind of I don't want to say I lost them, because they truly do feel like a backbone of my personality, but you've been in this bubble, hasn't been on them. Yeah. So yeah. I want to bring those back out a little bit more than they've been the past couple of years. Cause
love that.
It doesn't feel like me either. You know, like I'm even noticing it in the way I'm dressing. Like I'm not being as experiential in my fashion. I'm not being experiential at all in my fashion. I'm dead ass wearing like a tank top and jeans every day, which there's nothing wrong with tank top and jeans, but like if you guys have followed me for a long time, that like I'm always funky. I always love like prints and like layering and wearing things the way you're not supposed to. Like that's me. And I haven't even felt the inspiration to do that. And like it's all just like a snowball effect too, because if you ask me why, there's not one reason why, but it's just this overarching theme of just like kind of a cloud over my head. And yeah, I don't know. I think at this point, it's up until this point, it was things out of my control that were putting a cloud over my world. It was. Mm-hmm. But now that those things have settled, it is now my responsibility to clear the cloud.
Yep.
And that I'm ready for, and I want to promise myself that I will do that this year. Okay, for my out, this is a lot less intense, but feels like it's worth mentioning. Electrolyte packets. I think people are using them to replace water when that's not what they're made for, and nobody's drinking water anymore, and it's just so bad.
Yeah.
I feel like I know a lot of, especially girls, who like, oh, I'm going to just drink a liquid IV real quick, and then like that's all they have for the day. And some people, like my mom's done this before too, where she'll have like 2 because she's like, oh, I want to be hydrated. And I'm like, well, now you're at almost 3,000 milligrams of sodium. Like now that's like reverse effects. Like it's there for depletion when needed. It's not there for like everyday hydration. Like water is different hydration than electrolytes. That's all I want to say.
Yeah. I didn't even know people, I mean, I guess, yeah, but like people do that in place of water. That's crazy.
Yeah. And it like, obviously it had like I've had it during being sick. Like,
yeah. That's or like after a crazy weekend. Yeah.
Crazy workout. Like when you're depleted of those minerals, but like, it's not like just, oh, I don't have to drink water if I just have these liquid IVs or water boys or whatever packet of your choice. But like, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people do that.
Yeah. Crazy. Drink some water.
See, it was a stupid one to end on.
It's okay. I feel like our lists were so good. These are actually things that I feel like I do this a lot with lists too, of like goal lists or like resolutions for the new year. I like doing things that are like actually things I can start to implement.
Yeah.
Like it's one thing I definitely have like goals and dreams that are, you know, big things that I'd like to see throughout the year, but like take the baby steps. But I feel like we both did things that are, we can actually start
Tangible.
to see, tangible, and like we can start to do and like see the results from fairly quickly if we actually just do them, you know?
I just looked down to like reflect, and I looked at pool halls. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You can't implement that.
But like you can.
But like,
you
actually,
can just start going on weekends where you're like, oh, I don't have any plans. Go to a pool hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bootcut jeans.
Love that. And PDA it up.
Yeah. That one's pretty low on the list. I need to find a contender.
There was something actually really cool about like writing the ins and outs down too, because I feel like resolutions, we can all go into like step into a new phase of our life with these expectations of like what we want them to look like. But now that it's like tangibly here, it almost holds you like even more accountable. And I feel like for me, if I'm feeling like in a rut one week, or if I feel like something's off and I just need to like shake some energy, having this as like something to look at and be like, okay, this was the optimism I felt at the beginning of the year. These are things that I wanted to see for myself. What are some things on here that I can like do right now to like maybe shake up that energy?
Like reignite in a way.
Yeah. So I highly suggest just like jotting down a few things that you want to implement this year and want to see go for the year, because it helps.
Yeah. And lastly, just take all of these ins and outs that your favorite creators are doing with a grain of salt. This is meant to be taken light. I think it to declare and in and out and act like it's the almighty thing is just as harmful as like the era's point we were making. If none of these resonate with you, then don't even fucking worry about them. You know, I think us making a fun episode about it is purely to, you know, just share where we're at, but also inspire you to make your own, because yours can look completely different. My outs could be your ins and vice versa. Yeah. Like it, and it's just as legit. And, yeah, I don't know. I feel like just putting that out there, 'cause I almost felt like weary of doing this episode, 'cause I don't know. It's like a weird relationship I have with like sharing things online. Like I'm very, if you can't tell by how I preface every fucking thing I say, like I'm very conscious of like making sure people know like it's just like my opinion or whatever, because I never want to influence in a way that feels like definitive or
like untrue
right
to other
or
people.
Wrong. Yeah, like it,
yeah.
You know, I don't know. I guess you watch Oddvice because you relate to us to some degree, so I'm sure you'll resonate with our lists. But if you're new here and you are just trying to like get a feel on who we are, like in no way are we those types of people that are like, this is in, this is out.
Right.
Like that will never be me.
No, not at all.
I think it's just, I think all of the ins and outs or the resolution lists or the vision boards, I think as long as the root of your inspiration and writing those things or creating those boards is just like true authenticity, then it's coming from the right place. Don't let anybody else like skew your ins and outs or your resolutions just because you like how it looks on them. I think it takes a lot of trusting yourself and trusting like what's coming up for you. I mean, that's even something I feel like I do in therapy all the time. Like what's coming up for me, not what I think should be coming up. So yeah, just like trust what your internal dialogue is kind of itching for this year and run with that. Have that be your resolution, that you're just trusting yourself, because a lot will come from that too.
Preach,
sister. On that note, I'm going to go take my dog to get a bath because she's really stinky. And then I'm going to go pick up my antibiotic ear drops.
And maybe some in and out along the way.
Well, I just ate. We took a little break for a sec, so I ate. So now I don't want it. But And I'm glad I did that.
Maybe for dinner.
But every time I do that, like the second I make something at home, I'm like, wow, I just saved $12.
Yep.
And like, I'm just as satisfied. That was delicious.
I know. I just made a killer sandwich with my mom's homemade
so
sourdough. It was so yummy.
Sandwiches hit different in a Coat household.
They really do.
It's something in like the air of your homes where like sandwiches are just crafted different. But if you grabbed all those ingredients and brought it anywhere else, it would not taste the same.
I tell my mom every day to open up a little cafe here in Vallejo. Sandwiches and salads would kill.
Or like a little Airstream, like food truck kind of thing. And she can like pop around like Napa and shit. She would kill. If I'm sure we've said this before, but I'll say it again. If Rhonda was in our generation, she would be
the it girl.
Biggest it girl influencer ever. And like
she would.
Oh my God. Everybody would like she would create like challenges and like honestly eras. Like aesthetics. She would create aesthetics where like that you got from like Rhonda Coates' page. Like God damn. Or like viral recipes. Oh my God. She would be like the viral Rhonda Coates sandwich. Like that would be a fucking thing. And she would have a collab at Ike's and it'd be called like the Rhonda.
The Rhonda.
Like, she's such an influencer.
She's the goal for sure.
She really is. All right, everybody. Well, it feels good to be back.
Feels so good.
We kind of didn't address this is obviously our new situation until we figure out our next situation once Alex gets a little bit closer south. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We still do have a few months till then, but this is our new situation. You might see some things kind of change in the background here and there. It's kind of all we're working with. We're a lot closer to our faces now, so please excuse my
dear Aunt
lunch
Sally.
breath. Yeah, so that's all.
Love you guys. Feels good to be back.
It does.
We'll see you on Monday. For Friday, we have a Patreon. We're still pumping out episodes every Friday there, so go check that out.
During our whole break, we were posting there too, so you have a backlog.
Yeah, if you want to go check those out. But for those of you on Patreon, let us know what your ins and outs are. I'm excited to see what your guys' lists are. It's going to be fun to read through for Friday's episode.
All right, you guys have a really, really good week, and we will talk to you next time. Love you. Bye.
Bye.